Hello, welcome everyone. Here is Alberto of Silverwind Sail. Today we are going to race with Virtual Regatta Inshore. Is a esports, is a simulator of sailing, and now we are going to crack on with the first race. We are doing 3 races today. The boat is a day boat racer. I think is really similar to a j70. So will be an easy boat to handle. We already have done 3 races with a 2 second position and 1 first. The wind is pretty stable and the tactic for this race is kind of difficult, as you can see. At the moment the line is completely in favor of a port start, so starting near by the pin, but the wind is actually coming from the right, and the trickiest part is to understand when is the maximum left you're going to have. That's the moment you have to tack, and you have to keep the right of the racing area, and you're waiting for the right to come back. And I want to inform you that I already qualified for the finals that will be done in September. I was 97th during the winter playoffs. I just handled a good set of races, and now I'm qualified to play for the finals. And when we are doing the finals, the top 8 are going to go to Miami, if I'm not wrong, still in the US, for competing as this esports. First player gets $10,000 US. So it's not really worth it to go there, but for fame and not really for money, it would be lovely to be there to compete with the best of the best in the world. Now we're looking at the starting line. We only have 8 players. Let me drink a little bit and then I'm coming back to you. Okay, so the players are going away. That's a little bit weird. As you can see, there is a lot of differences now. Both have different names. Now during the pre-start you can have all the names of all the competitors you're going against, that before was like hidden, and maybe is like a help for understand if you can have some friends, you can have like chat or talk. Whoa, there were like 8 skippers, now it's like 15 in 1 second. So hello everyone, have a good race, and when 1 minute is coming, we will see which one is our opponent. We have competed a lot against a lot of the other crews, and I hope we start to have a good relationship with them. And definitely what I want to do is to create a group of racers that are going to race together, and maybe do this kind of video and chatting during that, to have like different ideas in tactic and understand better how to improve on maybe boat handling or tactic and strategy. For example, at the moment you can see the wind is really coming from the left, so for me will be starting at the rightest part and tack as soon as I can to keep the right part of the racing area and wait for the right wind shift. At the moment the French try to do the same things I want to do, so let's see if I can like pass behind him or like give him a penalty and then be ready to tack by myself. Okay, give him a penalty, ready to go, and 1 and go. Really a good start for us. We are in the top position with the left hand side that are going better. If we are going dirty wind to Crofter is good. He's going to tack. We're going to tack too. We want to take the right part of the racing area as the wind is turning to the right. So even if we started so so later, compared to the left part of the racing area, we'll still have a good advantage to go to this side of the racing area. They give us, we are in 4th position and climbing up on the race, but we will see what's happening. Seems that the wind coming back to the left, so maybe our tactic was not so brilliant. And see what's happening. If it's coming back to the right, we are definitely past in front of all the other boats, but at the moment, as does never happened before on my previous 3 or 4 races, the wind is stable on the left, so we are actually in a moment where we are not gaining anything to compare to our adversaries. We are almost on the ley line, and the wind is coming back to the right. Let me just check if I'm recording correctly. Yeah, it is. And go back full screen. Oh, the wind is coming back a lot on the right. As you can see, I'm so up high that even the German with his dirty air, yeah, I still can do the mark. But the wind is coming back to the left. It's really crazy today. It's really completely different of what was before. And in this moment we have to suffer. We have to suffer a lot. We are having a lot of dirt air, and the top teams are going away. It's like not a really good moment for us, but see, first penalty arrived. See if we can still do the mark. We are still going 36. We still have speed, so maybe just going up a little bit, keep a little bit of speed, and then it's time to bear away. And I think going straight like all the other team have done is the right idea. Seems is a little bit windier here. See what's the team behind us are doing. They're trying to attack us, so it's time to jibe and find another course. I will go to jibe again to avoid to have the French bothering me so much. Oh, look the battle! Look the battle between the German and the Spanish one. What we are doing, I still go to the left. Oh, look, the Spanish one is coming in Mach 2. We try to put ourselves inside, and he give us a penalty, but we are still in front of him, so we just need to bear away a little bit more, keep up the speed, and then when we are on the ley line, like now, we are going to tack, and if the wind is not going back to the right, we still have some advantage compared to our adversaries. Not a really great moment for us. We just take another penalty, and problem we need to tack to avoid a stop. And he's going to tack again, obviously to take the position. Let's see if we have a wind shift that can advantage us compared to them. At the moment doesn't seem to, but you never know. See if there is another penalty. Yes, the Spanish took another penalty, and he quit. So we get the 6th position. Here we have a couple of meters. Wow, look how close we were. And now it's time to follow the other 3 boats in front of us, and it's time to give them dirty air. Up the spinnaker and let's fly down. A spinnaker, you see, is the round sail you have in the front. Is actually, this one is a symmetrical one, and it's called Jenneker. We're going to follow the 3 teams that are giving battle, but we are not to be in the battle. We are just taking all the advantage from that. Tack. You see, now we are going in the battle, as we can really damage the French one, as if he go higher, he cannot pass us, and if he go lower, whoa. Okay, he's trying to attack us as hard as he can, but is not overlapped, so we gain the position just because we jibe in the right position and we give him dirty air. Not really the best race for us, but still 5th position out of 7. Yeah, I know. I'm not upset a lot about how the race went, like in matter. I'm more upset about the result rather than how we performed on the race. But guys, it's sailing. Sometimes you make a wrong tack. Sometimes you catch the wrong wind shift. I was expecting actually a right wind shift, and never happened. So let's see what's happened today. Guys, 2 players. If you do not know me, I'm Alberto. I'm from Italy. I've been sailing, if not my whole life, like 25 years. I've been sailing. I've been doing also as a profession. I've been sailing all around the world. I didn't touch actually the Australian continent and the Americas, but I've been racing in Asia a lot. I race in Europe, especially in the Mediterranean, between France, Spain, Italy, Slovenia, Croatia, and Malta. I've done the Middle Sea race twice. I've been to Africa, still in the Mediterranean, but you know, is another continent, another culture, and we won the Tunis Sailing Week. It was the Tunis Championship from Tunisia, so it was a little bit some years ago, but I was the helmsman and the tactician for a 40 feet boat, and I'm kind of happy of my sailing experience. I just went to China to do the Round Hainan Regatta. Is 2 legs for a total of 600 miles. That's the worst because you have 2 races of 36 hours. So not enough to start doing shifts, but not enough to get you rest. So is a one shot, no sleeping, a lot of Red Bull, a lot of coffee, and we actually managed to have a really good position first in the inshore race that we have in Haikou, is the like province, the capital of the Hainan, and we managed to be finished 3rd, and even the first leg we finished 3rd. But on the second leg, on the way back, we have a lot of people injured on board. The focus was not so good on the sail trimming, and we lost a lot of focus. And we were also really unlucky with the weather forecast, and we managed to finish on 4th position overall at the end. And that race is really good because there is also a nice price in money for the top 3 teams. And so upset I wasn't there, even because I was tied up for the 2nd place just before the last leg. So that was really disappointing. Okay, we have a penalty, but there's not a big deal. Is 15 seconds to the start, probably starting nearby the A of start would be a good start. We need to pick up some speed as there is not much wind. And 5 seconds to the start, we are starboard, ready, 3, 2, 1, and upwind, tuck. I say underneath 1 second. So really good start, where I want to start. Let's see if that one was a good position. Let's see which one is boat number 4. Andiamo is the Japanese. Strange with Italian name Andiamo. That means let's go. Right now we have a right wind shift. See how, yeah, it's almost matching the one we have on the first mark, and see what's going to happen really soon. Probably the start we're going to change a lot. We are definitely behind Andiamo because in the moment we're going to tack he will be much more in front of us, but we will see if we have another wind shift on the left. As in the previous leg, as you see, we're starting to have that one. And maybe it's time to tuck in front of Crofter, give him some dirty air, and go to the right of the racing area. He's going to pass behind and we're going to tuck. So hopefully we didn't tuck too close, so we do not have dirty air. He's trying to push a lot, as you can see, to go higher to give us dirty air, but doesn't seem enough, as we almost have same speed, same angle. But because of this left wind shift, he actually found himself in control of our position rather than us being in control of his. So we are going definitely or to take a penalty or to lose definitely the first position. But I do not understand why it's going so high. In the moment I'm going in the zone, he's going to pay a lot because I have the right of way. I was inside. Sorry for the silence. I was inside, and I have all the right to be there and take that position. He pushed me outside, but he didn't have any right to push me on that position. So I'm sorry if he's hungry, but he doesn't have any right to be there. Oh, shoot. I'm losing the control of the position of myself. I went too far away. I will lose a little bit of space, but definitely I need to go to that mark. See if I can still put my stern in front of their bow and go high. And that's good, guys. Still went this way, now ready to tack. I do not want to create too much lateral distance. I need to be in control of them. I need to know that in the moment they are going to tack, or in the moment there is a wind shift, I need to put my my stern in front of their bow. You see, like that. Ooh, really bad penalty, really bad timing for tacking, and he lost the position. Was really a strange move to do, but we actually are gaining compared to Andiamo, as at this moment is going to suffer from our dirty air. Go to bow left up and tack. We are not really far from the mark. It's time to hoist the Jenneker actually. Jenneker up, going to jibe. As I can see, there is a little bit more wind in the middle. Let's see if I'm right and see what the other team are doing. Andiamo is coming to follow me. It's not really the best choice. 23 knots for me, flying at 13 point something. And there's a really nice battle between Crofter and Andiamo. I want to show you this kind of things if the camera allow me to. We still have 30 meters of distance, so we'll not be inside that battle, but the battle will be fierce and will be really nice. I really need to do not fuck up this race, as I want to see now what's happening. A Crofter asks for room. He doesn't need to have any. And see, I want to show you. No! It doesn't allow me to show you. And I'm kind of upset, but Crofter win against Andiamo. He went a little bit longer and probably he get the position. We finished first, you see, after a bad first race we have done a better second one, and we are going for the last one right now. As you can see, I always choose best VMG because especially on the wind shift, the boat is really hard to maneuver, and I'm really bad at that. So I do not want to lose race because I do not know how to go up and down, as the commander can have some problem or some mistakes. I prefer to keep it on the computer, on the like autopilot. If I know it looks bad, but it's that. So you cannot trick yourself to call it in any way else. And look who is here. We have the Portuguese again against us. The black sail with the 00. As you can see, and all the boat we have green sails and number 9 as my 470 has, because I own a 470 that yeah, sail number is like ETA 600, so really a young one, but as a bow number during the races we have boat number 9. So it's really nice to, and my boat is green. My boat is completely green. It's really weird color for a boat, but you know, it's my boat. 3 seconds to the start. I'm ready all the way up. I really want to tack. See if I can tack. Yes, I think I'm tacking in the right position. We have the Russian that start a little bit better than us, and the Peruvian definitely start better than us. Even if his position at the moment is not in front of us, but probably see, depending on what's happening on the wind shift, because as you can see, the wind shift is coming from the right a little bit more, is rotating a lot. But if you keep like staying on the left, we are going still to be in the head of the race. Even maybe the Peruvian will take a position against us, or the Russian, but we're still looking good. But if the wind is coming a lot from the right, as you can see from the mark, you can see the ley line, they're really small, but before they were much more on a left wind shift, and right now is more a center one. We will see what's happened. And now it's time to wait. It's time to do not rush anything. We need to stay in control of the fleet. We are in the right position to be there, and it's coming back to the left, so it's time to, no, it's already too late to tack. Probably the Russians, it will take the first position. We needed to secure the second one. He is really close to the ley line, so he's going to gain a lot. Really a lot. It will have maybe 20 meters in front of us. Go a little bit over the ley line, just to make sure that in the moment we are going to have dirty air, we are not going to miss the mark. And as I told you, he will have a lot. I don't believe it's only 10 meters. Now we have to close the door for the Portuguese, because we do not want him to go inside and take the second position. Ah, too late. He took the second position. Really well done. Really well done. We keep an open door for him, and he gained all of that from that. And now it's time for us to bother him. We need to attack him, but push him to that direction where all the rest of the fleet are. And we need, oh, look, the Russian is flying away. It's time to laugh up a little bit, try to get some speed. And now it's time to bear away. Oh, it's so difficult right now. Ooh, see what's happening? Penalty for the Portuguese as he jibed. And he found himself portboard. We were starboard, but like this we lost a lot of meters. And jibing, dropping the spinnaker, going up, and wow, look how we caught the second position against the Peruvian. As we round mark much better. And now we're going to tack because we're close to the ley line, and because the Portuguese is a pain, and I do not want to tell where the pain comes from. And we need to stay with him really close. And you see, with this left wind shift, we are actually gaining a lot against them and against the other Russian. And probably because now he's stacking, and you see this distance will increase a little bit. Hopefully we are going to take the second position. I'm not be so sure about that. No, we are going to bear away, laugh up and then tack, and probably he cannot make the mark. Oh no, the Peruvian no. What? An 18 for me? No, I'm sorry. He tacked inside the zone. Is not acceptable. This one is a really basic rule mistake. I'm really upset about that. And we are still fighting because that one is not our penalty. I mean, if I'm wrong and I push it, okay, I can understand. I make a mistake. I push too hard and I deserve to be penalized. But that was all my right. He cannot tack in the zone and pretend to laugh me up. So I'm so upset for that reason, actually. Not because, you know, guys, we found the right pressure. We are going really fast. We are going as far as we can. And I do not want to be bothered by all the other team. So we're going here, we're going to jibe. And we're going to finish nearby the referee boat. The race committee boat. Sometimes the camera goes crazy, but you see, now is the time to understand who finished in front, me or the Peruvian. And seems the second position comes with me, and we beat the Peruvian. First race not really good, second race first position, third race second position, another 200 something point, 130, 200 point, yeah. 200 point divided by 3 is 63, no, 67 points, before we have an average of 80, so we are still around the 75 points. I'm really happy, and I hope you like this video in English. If we have a lot of views, I will definitely do more than that. More of this kind of English videos. I'm going to put my face on first. Yeah. And I hope you like my English video. If I see a lot of likes, a lot of subscription, and possibly from the subscription some girl or some women want to join in, would be super nice, as at the moment I'm feeling a little bit weird to have 100% of men on this channel, but definitely I will do more if I see this video is going to have more attention than the other one. I hope you enjoyed it, and if you like it, I will continue to do something like this, like 3 races in Italian, 3 races in English. And I'm Alberto from Silver Wind Sail, and for today is everything, and hope to see you tomorrow. Have a good day. Bye!